Good morning, everybody. It's Emily from Phoenix Gateway. How are we today? I am really well, thank you. And I am bringing you a general weekly read for the week of the 20th to the 26th of March. It's already hard to believe how far we've come in this year. Before I get started with the actual reading, I would just like to tell you a couple of things. Firstly, I'm reading from my Sacred Geometry Healing card deck. These are available on my website, but they are available worldwide. But if you buy them from me, I will personally sign them for you. The other thing on my website are my lab, which are my liquid alchemy in a bottle, which are high vibrational frequencies that have been created to nurture, balance and heal mind, body and soul. So they have been made to ingest, but there are different ways in which you can work with these. If you go onto my website, www.phoenixgateway.com.au, you on the home page up the top right, there is a PDF you can download on the actual frequencies, and you can work with them and you can understand a little bit more on how to work, to use them and why they are so potent as a frequency. Okay, so I'll put them to the side. The last thing I'd like to talk about is, and I'm very, very excited, is the tour that I am running with Youssef Ouyan in October of this year, 9th to the 23rd of October 23 in Egypt, and it's the Seeds of Kemet tour, reconnecting to the primordial waters. And if you go onto my website, www.seedofthesoul.com, you will find all the information you need there, and see if it aligns with you and it's something that you would truly love to do. It is a remarkable journey of self-healing and self-discovery. When we are there, every time without fail, there will be some form of activation that you will receive. And it really is an aspect of initiation, of activation, okay, and of rebirth on so many levels, because whether you're fully aware of it or you're not, when we're in these sacred sites, the energy that we are surrounded by has a really powerful effect on our auric field and us in general. So again, go onto my website, www.seedofthesoul.com. It is only for the travel aspect of my business. And any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. All the details are on there as well, but I can put them down below of this reading. I'm just going to turn these cards around because I've used them and I haven't actually spun them around. So this is a really important week as we come into the autumn equinox. And actually, it's Marbon here. The autumn equinox on the southern hemisphere. It's the vernal, actually I don't even know what it is called. If it is the vernal equinox, it may be that. On the northern hemisphere, so they're coming into springtime. But what I'd like to actually talk about is 2020, before we were all locked down. I was very, very blessed to be able to go to Uluru, and on the equinox, I actually created this amazing elixir called Marpun, okay? And the saying on it is, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. This was such an activating and powerful frequency that I created on that time. And because of that, I feel like I really need to have a few drops, okay? Just in honor of this time. So, you'll notice with, a number of my elixirs that I've made them in sacred sites around the world, and Mapun is one of them. Mapun actually means where the healings and stars, where healing and stars align. We're coming into the equinox being that of equal day and night. So we're looking at the equality of the light, the dark, the feminine, the masculine, okay? And it's a time of, I want to say it is a time of celebration. I know in a number of cultures it's celebrating that of the harvest. And this is really interesting. So the 396 has come out. This was actually sitting on the bottom of the deck that when I had them out before, like you couldn't see them, but this was here. And I remember looking at the card and, just shuffling. But the 396 is all about releasing guilt and fear. It's telling us that, we have so much to look forward to. I feel these last few years in particular, and you've got to talk about it because it is a part of our reality. This is what we have all been going through. But there's been a lot of fear or fear-mongering that has been going around on so many different levels for so many different reasons. But this week, it's really, really important to nurture the soul. We should always be doing that, but being mindful of it, really nurturing ourselves, celebrating our harvest. And I'd like to say it's not just a harvest of fruit or veggies or, plant matter in that respect. It's about celebrating out the harvest of what we have created for ourselves over this period of time, or for the time, for this whole period of our adulthood or even our childhood. It's the combination of both. It's, we're looking at child to adult. That is also, the balance of the both. Seeing how far we have come, honoring ourselves, honoring what we've created, honoring what we have planted and we are now seeing the fruit of, because we really need to give ourselves a pat on the back, okay? For many of us, we have stood our ground. We have been able to go through the healing that has been required to get ourselves to where we are today. And we're still going through it. I'll put my hand up, I'm still going through healing aspects, and that's okay because I'm aware of it. And when it comes up, it's something that I deal with. It's knowing that we can release that fear. It's interesting. Look at this. This is the bottom of the deck again. This is the believe and have faith. And I just wanted to say, we've got to trust in the universe. And it's at 33. It's expansion. We've got to trust in the universe. We've got to trust ourselves in what we're creating. We have to plant the seeds first before we can see the fruit of what we have created for ourselves. Okay? So it's not about sitting on your ass and doing nothing. You have to work hard for what you want. We have to work hard in terms of, we can't just sit still and do nothing. We either have to post on social media, we have to go out and do pamphlet drops, we have to, it depends on whatever you're doing, but you're putting in the work to, you're planted those seeds so that growth can start, so that you can harvest that growth. Okay, you can celebrate that growth, and you can see then the balance. When you work hard, you get rewarded. Okay, and it's that balance. And not everything always works to plan. Not everything is always going to grow, and it's okay as well in that sense that it's I spoke about it in my newsletter. It's knowledge is power, because when nothing is considered a mistake. So when we do something, it didn't work out, it's okay. We go back to the drawing board and we do it, we tweak it. And that's okay as well, because when we are determined to create the world we want to live in, you know, for ourselves, we will make it happen. Okay. Let's get a few more cards, please. And thank you. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. The Awakening card came out. When the Awakening card comes out, we need to pull another card with it. It just so happened that it already had flown out, which is all about balance and harmony. Like, I can't make this stuff up. And this is a really, really big, if this isn't, you know, telling us what this week is also about, but what it is that we have to remember to do within ourselves. All right, it's understanding that, well, the Awakening card, it's our connection to the all here as well. Okay, Whale is the knowledge keeper, the wisdom keeper. And that knowledge is shared. We are anchored just as through the umbilical cord of Whale to Earth. Okay, this is the Earth heart, the truncated octahedron. Okay, this is the Earth heart. This is reminding us of what we already have within ourselves. It's reminding us of the innate knowledge and wisdom that we have within our cellular memory. Okay, so it's already within us. Always know that. But what we are working on in particular is balance, harmony. It's about, you know, creating that foundation, because, you know, when you look at the top of the card, it's a 40. 4 is all about for foundations. It's about creating the stability that we are looking for ourselves. We are creating the perfect harmony and balance. We've got the balance of light and dark, because, excuse me, to have the dark, you need the light. To have the light, you need the dark. We all have within us, here I go now, the hiccups, the masculine and the feminine, okay? It's that law of gender. We already have it within ourselves, all right? We're looking at that balance of everything, all that is all around us. And that is what we're really honing into this week. And the bottom of the deck anyway is Dreamweaver, and Dreamweaver tells us that we can make manifest anything that we want, anything that we desire within this lifetime, okay? It's about our thought processes. Well, this fell out of the deck, so it needed to come out, and it needs to be here, sit here. And this is telling you to believe. Like, I might sound like I'm waffling, and yeah, I do waffle as well, but you have to believe and have faith that what you are working really hard to create, okay, or what you already have, you know, for others, you're already picking the fruit of your harvest, okay? It doesn't have to be the physical, it can be the esoteric understanding of you are at that point. You've put in so much hard work that it's actually starting to pay off for you now. You're picking that fruit, that hard labor that you've put in. Others understanding that the hard work that you're doing now, the seeds that you're sowing right now, okay? Even though it seems like things are feeling a little bit dormant, as things get, you know, southern hemisphere, we're going into cooler weather. Understand that you've planted that seed. You have to believe, you need to have faith. And it's a 33. I love threes. Threes are all about expansion. Okay, can I have a couple more cards, please? Thank you. And they keep flying out today, so we need to definitely have these cards. Okay. Perfect. I love it. We have both Rebirth and Metatron's Cube. and unlimited potential is the bottom of the deck. So the unlimited potential is understanding that we can consciously create our own reality. Like I said before, we can manifest anything we choose to create because we have that ability. Everything is energy, okay? It's understanding that it's, energy flows. And it doesn't stop flowing. It may just change the way it's being created. And when we're thinking about, when we change our mindset, when we change our thoughts, that is then the energy that we are putting out there. And it's also like people say, you hear people talk about words as spells. It's very, very important as well. Be very, very careful what you speak, because if you speak negatively, that is what you're putting out there. When you're speaking positively, it is what you're putting out there. We are going through rebirth. This is all about snake medicine, okay? Interestingly enough, I was dreaming, even though I have a fear of snakes, so, 396, I do have a fear, and I live now on 2.5 acres, so, go figure, really. But rebirth is all about snake medicine. It's that snake energy. It's about being able to transcend. It's transformation. It's what we're here to reweave. We are going through like the Phoenix moment. We are going through this ascension process, okay? And there is massive, massive changes that are coming for each one of us. For whoever's watching this is already aware energetically of what is going on around them, all right? It's knowing we are going through change. And in saying that, I think it's important to say that just as we're going through this change, so is our earth, and we're seeing that, and I've said this a number of times too, is the Schumann resonance. So as we are shedding layers, so is Mother Earth, so is Gaia. It is shedding layers. And we might start finding we're feeling more physical ailments. I'll definitely put my hand up, even though it may be for different reasons. But I know aspects of what's going on, for example, within myself, is also part of these changes. Just like Mother Earth is going through, and there are natural disasters going on. It's about, the shifts that are taking place, and then that will end up mending. Okay, Metatron's cube, the all, the Akash, okay? Again, coming back to what I said before when we were looking at the whale medicine, all right? Everything we need is already within us. Everything, all the knowledge, all wisdom, it is within us. It is within our cellular memory. This is not our first rodeo here, okay? We carry with us probably thousands and thousands and thousands, like creation story. It's within us. We carry within us different lifetimes, each one of us with different experiences. We can attain this knowledge again as on a conscious level. And this is done as we go through on a deeper level of learning, okay? A deeper level of understanding who we are and what we're here to create and what we're here to rise above. Everything we need is within us. It is the balance of the masculine and feminine, the 13 spheres with the 78 lines. It is the balance of the masculine and feminine. And this is what is within us as well. Consciously create change. We are here to do that now. These cards are really, really beautiful. A beautiful reminder for this week and what we're going through with the equinox on hand, and reminders to self. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, have an absolutely wonderful week, and www.seatofthesoul.com for my tour, www.phoenixgateway.com.au for all other products and information. Love you all. Bye for now.